When I found myself in a reality of depression, I started to question a lot. Things like, isn't there more to life than just this? Isn't there something more that I should be doing? Or is this really it? I couldn't stop myself from visualizing a life based around passion, true love, and meaning. And the only way to experience that had to be in the place where I never was before. Because the places where I was only brought me to this reality. What if there was a way to live in full fulfillment, in alignment with our values and passion, and being able to serve our higher purpose? These were all things I did not expect to find. Turns out that the answer to all these questions and all these what ifs is way easier than we make it seem in our mind. This is what I found. So we're standing here on the Dreamland Cliff, which is basically a place where you can see all the waves, where you can have an overview from all the surfing spots. And it used to be our favorite, well, it's not it used to be, it's one of our favorite places to see the sunset and to enjoy the beauty of this part of Bali, because it's just so fresh, the water is so blue. We often see mantanese, I believe it's called mantanese, when we're surfing here. We see incredible fish and turtles. It's extremely exotic, and yeah, I figured just to show you a little bit of where we hang out, where we usually surf, where we spend our time when not behind the camera. So yeah, that's a little insight into our lives. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of On Purpose by Lynn. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Lynn and I share with you everything you need to know about personal development and spirituality so that you can create your best life and so that you can rise to your fullest potential. If that's something that you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe. In this episode, I'm actually just going to share with you because I'm sitting in the garden and I actually wanted to show you the garden as a background, but I figured out that the light is much better, unfortunately, when I turn this way. So you can still see in the reflection where I'm sitting, you can see the plants and the trees and all the beautiful things that that I'm surrounding myself with right now, like I usually do. So in this episode, I actually want to share with you how to find your truest fulfillment in life and how to find your passion, how to find your purpose, how to discover these things. And it's something that I discovered while being in Bali, while traveling, and while I was breaking away from my old lifestyle. So if that's something that you're in the middle of right now, or you're kind of breaking away from your old life, or you're on the verge of wanting to break away, then this episode is for you. If that's something that you're interested in, then stay around. So back in 2018 was the year that I decided to start living a different life, and I simply started with following my dream to learn to surf, and I decided to go to Sri Lanka, to Bali, to the Philippines, to a lot of countries where it's tropical, where life is affordable, and where you can basically always surf because there are always waves, it's always sunny, so it's always nice to go outside and be in the water. And that's what I decided to do. So I moved away from Holland, and initially I started a long journey with my brother in the Himalayas, and after that I continued on my own and when doing all of these things. And so little did I know that I would find my biggest passion for life, that I would find freedom, that I would find all these different things that bring out the best in me, that make me feel heart-centered. And while I was on the journey, I just decided that, why would I go back to Holland? Why would I go back to my old life if there's so much to discover? Why would I limit myself to live in Holland if I could live anywhere in the world where I wanted to live, and where I could do anything that I wanted to do? So I started to tap into my higher potential, where I could actually see that there was so much more possibility and opportunity for me. And this is something that will happen to you when you start moving outside of your comfort zone. And it doesn't mean that you have to start traveling and do all the things that I did. But usually when you start to move outside of your comfort zone and you're going to gain new experience, you're going to experience a new reality for yourself, where you're going to unlayer a lot of your old conditioning, where you're going to see that there's different ways of living, different ways of, going about life. And then you'll see that there's just so much more possibility for you. And when you're on that path, when you're on the path of following your passion, chances are that you're going to discover your purpose. I know a lot of you are wondering, what is my life's purpose? What do I need to do with my life? How can I find more fulfillment? How can I live life in alignment with my highest potential, alignment with my highest self? How can I monetize my skills? Or how can I, align my life around all of the topics that are important for me and the values? And how can I live like that and embody that fully? And so one of the things that you'll discover is that you just simply need to follow your passion. It's no rocket science. I know that a lot of people are trying to figure out their purpose, and I get that, because for me, often I'm also wondering, like, what is my next step? What do I need to do next? And that's a journey I believe that we're naturally always looking for. We will know what to do, but how does that look like? What does that look like in the physical world? And that's an ever-expanding journey. And whenever we feel like, it's time to level up, change will come, and we're going to search for the next step, and that's natural. But what we need to know is that whenever we just follow our passion, our purpose, we don't have to look for it. Our purpose is not taking the next step in life, but it's more a general calling of why you came here, what do you want to do, and what do you want to give back in this world. Usually your higher purpose is something that has to do with contribution. And so for me, I wasn't looking for that, and your purpose will find you when the time is right. Your purpose will find you when you are in full alignment with it. And the only way to be in alignment with it is to follow your passion. Because when you follow your passion, when you're in that vibration of fun and all the goodness and joy, that's when you're in alignment to actually receive higher visions for your life. So the best method that I could give you to live a life that's in fully fulfilled, in full alignment, that's going to fulfill you most, is following your passion step by step. And that's what I did, and accidentally I found my purpose. But if I would break it down right now, that was the strategy, that was the method that I used. And so a lot of people just wonder, like, how do I live that, and what will that look like, and how am I going to sustain myself financially? And if you're in a position, like, unfortunately, I was in a position where I was still able to break free out of my old life very easily. For some of you, you might be in a situation where you have children, or you have a little bit more constraints that are keeping you where you are right now, or you need to care for some people. Often, if we truly want to change our lives, there is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And it changes with the philosophy, it changes with your beliefs, it changes when you decide that you deserve better, and that you deserve to live a life in happiness and full fulfillment. And so whatever situation you are right now, you have the ability to transform it in any way that you wish it to be. You've got the tools already. All you need to do is align your mind and allow yourself to step out of your comfort zone and do whatever sparks a fire in your heart, whatever sparks that excitement in your heart. And while you do so, you will see that if you just truly focus on that and truly focus on having a good time, your purpose is going to find you. And you will see clearly what it is that you're meant to do, how you need to contribute, and it's all a natural process. If you have liked this video, make sure to like this video, as this video needs to be spread out to anyone who needs to hear it right now. And let me know in the comments, what is your biggest aha moment? Have you found your purpose? Are you on the search for your purpose? And are you in a situation where you're perhaps breaking away from your old life? What's keeping you, or what is attracting you to do that? I'm very curious to know. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, remember to do so, as you will be the first to watch all of my videos every Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so that you can create your best life. Remember, we have such an exciting future to look forward to, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Thank you so much for being here, and I am looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye for now.